Two villagers who said they were among the first to find the body of Sergeant David Johnson in Niger last month recalled discovering the body with a gaping head wound and the soldier's hands tied, a report said Friday. The Washington Post reported that the villagers' accounts raised the possibility that Johnson was first captured in the October 4 ambush before being killed. His two arms were tied behind his back, Adamou Boubacar, 23, a farmer, told the paper in a phone interview. Another witness told the paper separately that the back of Johnson's head was a mess, as if they had hit him with something hard, like a hammer. They took his shoes. He was wearing only socks. Johnson, 25, was one of the 4 U.S. Special Forces, or Green Berets, killed in an ambush believed to have been orchestrated by militants linked to the Islamic State group in Niger. The attack took place outside a remote village called Tongo Tongo. Air support from French jets took an hour to arrive at the scene and the soldiers, who were joined by 30 Nigerian troops, had started to run out of ammunition, the report said. An unnamed U.S. military official told the paper that Johnson's hands were not tied when Americans received his body, but the body was battered. The official warned about rushing to judgment until the investigations are completed. Sharon Wright, C., is aided by family after the viewing of U.S. Army Sergeant David Johnson, who was among 4 Special Forces soldiers killed in Niger, at Christ the Rock Church in Cooper City, Florida, October 20, 2017. Reuters. Joe Skipper, RC1EAFB6C6F0. October 20. Sharon Wright, Johnson's aunt, is aided by family after viewing the body. Reuters. The Pentagon and FBI are conducting a probe into the ambush to determine if any errors were made in intelligence prior to the mission. The Post, citing an unnamed U.S. military official, reported that it appears that the soldiers' mission was changed after they left the base and were sent to assist another team in taking out a top ISIS target called Dadu. 5 Nigerian soldiers were also killed in the ambush. Boubacar told the paper that Johnson's remains were found on October 6, 2 days after the ambush. The bodies of the other 3 soldiers, believed to have been killed in action, were reportedly found just hours after the fight, the report said. Myshia Johnson, wife of U.S. Army Sergeant David Johnson, who was among 4 Special Forces soldiers killed in Niger, receives the flag which draped his coffin at a graveside service in Hollywood, Florida, October 21, 2017. Reuters. Joe Skipper, RC1BF 481DE30. Myshia Johnson, wife of U.S. Army Sergeant David Johnson, receives the flag which draped his coffin at a graveside service in Hollywood, Florida. Reuters. Johnson's death made headlines after President Trump's phone call with his widow. The call led to a public dispute between the Trump administration and Democratic Representative Frederica Wilson over comments the president made during the call. Wilson called Trump's remarks insensitive and Trump said she fabricated what he said.